financially free in less than 3 years in real estate, subject to investing. Hey gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, and today I want to talk about the era of the economy they're in, which is about to create one of the biggest bloodbaths since 1930, okay, potentially in my opinion, and create great opportunities for people that know how to run into the fire while the herd is running the opposite direction. And I'm going to reveal to you my plan, okay, and share with you how in 2019 and going into the future, it'll only take, for most people that have college degrees and have a job, only 5 rental houses, okay, to have financial freedom if they use a strategy called subject to investing, okay, which I teach at Mr. No Fluff. Now, today's interest rates are at the lowest they've ever been in a history of America, almost 0% interest rates. So therefore, what that means is that the spread between the monthly payments, including tax and insurance, versus what the rentals are going for, in other words, the spread is going to be humongous. Why? In the last crash, 2007, 2008, 2009, when I bought property subject to, the monthly payments were a lot higher because of the interest rates, okay? Depends on the price of the home, of course, but interest rates 2006, 2005 were 6-7%, and I've even seen higher 10. And I bought these properties by just taking over the seller's mortgage, existing mortgage. I didn't have to get a loan. I didn't have to use my credit. And I was able to, positive cash flow, $200, $300, $400, and a little bit more on better deals with people when they had lower interest rate. But now in the 2019 crash, 2020 crash and future, the interest rates are so low, they're like half, if not more, what they were in 2006, 2005, 2004. Therefore, there's a lot more meat on the table. Okay, there's a lot more meat on the bones, which means that that's massive cash cow. Now, back in the days, you would need a lot of doors. You would need a lot of property to have financial freedom. But I think that someone that's, has a college degree and they're working, they can easily have just 5 houses like the strategy I'm about to reveal to you. And because of interest rates being so low, that passive income is going to be so much that could easily substitute that for their job and have financial freedom, okay? Now, what is subject to investing? Simply put, is a strategy where I just take over the seller's underlying mortgage. Some of you guys or gals may say, well, why would someone just let you take over their mortgage? Good question. That's the same thing I asked in the last crash because I didn't know what subject to was. My dad's an ice cream truck guy. We're refugees to America. My mom's illiterate. So, I had the same exact questions because everyone that I know goes the traditional way, which is, get a mortgage, get a real estate agent, go find a property. And in the last crash, I had some cash and I wanted to get into real estate, but no banker would lend me a loan even though I had multiple businesses. I had a lot of money in the bank. They wouldn't give me a loan. Therefore, I had to learn the strategy, what I'm sharing with you right now, totally for free, which is you can just take over people's monthly payments, okay? And as I explained, monthly payments, interest rates were a lot higher versus now. So an average person, in my opinion, this is not financial advice, can have 5 properties and make a massive cash cow. One example is I just talked to a motivated seller in Las Vegas. They have a house that has a mortgage on it of over $500,000, $550 to be exact. And their monthly payments, including tax and insurance, guess what? It's $1,300 bucks. What do you think the price of a rent on a $500,000 home is in Vegas. Now, $500,000 home buys you a lot of home in Vegas because Vegas is pretty low cost compared to, let's say, California. Okay, so what do you think a 5-bedroom, 2-story, gate playroom, all that stuff brings in a month? It's gonna bring way more than $1,300. Okay, at least 2 to 3 times that amount on the safer side. Okay, so you can see that but $1,300 in the last crash would barely give me an entry-level home. Okay, entry-level home, like the first-time home buyers. Today, with the $1,300, I can get a house I can rent out not just $200 or $300 or $400 more a month, but I can rent out 2 to 3 times the price that my mortgage is because interest rates are low. Now, there was a gentleman that said on my YouTube channel, thanks for giving me a comment, he says, hey Mike, well, when people start losing their homes, what makes you think rental prices are going to go up? Well, because supply and demand. It's just a supply and demand thing. When people start foreclosing on their homes or losing their homes because of lost jobs, stock meltdown, whatever, then they need a place to live. They're not just going to evaporate. They still need a place to live. Okay, and so rents are going to just go high because there's going to be massive people that need a place to live. Okay. And coming back to the story, if someone was making $60,000 a year, and you divide that into the monthly, okay, and that person bought this property for $1,300, they didn't have to come up with the whole $550,000, nor did they have to go to a bank, nor did they need credit. They just needed to pay this guy's maybe $1,000, $2,000 in the seller's pocket, the first month rent, mortgage, and the closing costs. So like $3,000 to $5,000. That's all the guy needed, and to do this deal, right? The house didn't need any repairs. A beautiful home, was brand new. The guy owned it for like less than a year and a half. Some health situation has happened to his parents. He has to move across the country. His wife is already gone. The house is vacant, and he's bleeding right now. He's paying like monthly fees, and it's going to be very soon that he's going to be ready to give me the property, and I'm going to be able to help him out because getting out of this situation. So it's going to be a win-win because he doesn't have enough equity to sell traditionally unless he wants to tap into his 401 or tap into his savings, assuming he does have that, and come out all that chunk of money. 50, 60, 70, even more thousands of dollars just to sell this house. Okay? Because he's only owned it for so little time. Now, the question is, why would I want to buy that property? Well, the reason is I only have to make the first month payment and those little small fees, right? To own the property. Let's say $5,000. I got to come up with $5,000 to get, and then that includes the first month of rent or mortgage to his bank, and then I could rent out the house 2 or 3 times that amount because it's a $500,000, almost $600,000 home. It's not going to even rent for $3,000. It's going to rent for more, right? $4,500. Okay, but I'm just playing on the very safe side. So you can see that someone that's making $60,000 a year can invest in one of these properties, and he's almost getting his whole month paycheck on one deal that was a high-end, not super high-end, but upper home, because in Vegas there's 2 types of homes that massively they have the $300,000 and less, and then the $500,000, the $300 and above. Okay, so this is on the upper end. Now, if that individual bought another property, let's say they bought an entry-level home, right? And on an entry-level home, let's say $200,000 home, then the payments on that property, let's say it was in Las Vegas, then it's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 to $700. On an entry-level home, 3-bedroom home, you can easily rent that home out for $1,500, which is very, very low. Okay, but just to be on the safe side, you can see that now doubling the money. Okay, whatever his mortgage is, he's doubling it. Okay, so you can see that with 5 properties, that anyone can become financially free in America, right? Anyone that's willing to put the hard work in. Let me correct myself. Anyone that's willing to put the hard work in, anyone that's willing to get off their ass, stop watching TV, check their mind, because there's so much negativity in our own mind, thinking we can't do this, we can't do that, right? And take massive action and conquer, their fears and whatever is holding them back. If they hold those ingredients, then truly they can be whatever they want in America, in Great Britain, in Canada, in many of these free countries. Okay, so the time where you needed many doors to have financial freedom are gone. Also, the time where you need significant amount of money to buy a rental property are gone. The time where you needed great credit to buy a property are gone, because all these things I just said, because when the market, which is already starting to happen, erode away like rust slowly but surely, more and more people are going to get motivated. When the stock markets start melting down, more and more people are going to get motivated. When the newspapers start printing how crazy it is, more and more people are going to get motivated. And when that happens, then the panic starts happening, and more people are going to try to sell their homes, which is just going to escalate that problem. And so many people that bought all these homes, like in the last 5 years or 6 years, are going to be upside down on their property, even though that the interest rates are ultra low or close to upside down, or they're not going to have significant equity because there's so much inventory coming on, which is not going to allow them to even sell their home, even if they were not, they were not making any fouls. They were making their payments on time. They put 3% down, got an FHA loan, what have you. They're going to be upside down. And as more and more people get upside down, like the last crash, or because people lost their money or their pensions, or inflation is too high, then they're going to get more and more motivated, which is going to create more people that are willing to sell this way, because they truly don't want to hurt their credit. They put it on the market, they hire a real estate agent, it just couldn't sell. They're competing with builders. They're willing to give a 10-year warranty, willing to slash rates because they have a mortgage they have to pay for, and construction's finished, and they just want to get rid of it. Okay, to FSBO selling, to bank-owned property selling, and it's going to be bloody. Someone else said, on my YouTube channel yesterday, thanks for leaving a comment, he said, Mike, the masters of humans, they're not going to let it crash. They're going to keep printing money and do other stuff. And that is a good option. But we can see what's happening with that option in France with the Yellow Vest movement, because there's only two options, right? We have a really hard crash, or eventually we have civil unrest, okay? And that's it. Let me give you an example of what it means to have civil unrest in America and what sparks it. Okay, I was talking to my aunt last night. She's also a refugee, came to America, and she's worked hard, and she lives in a great one-bedroom apartment, and she's lived in this one-bedroom apartment 15 or 16 years, the same exact one. She's never moved. Okay, and I asked her, because we were eating dinner, I said, she was at my parents' house, and I said, hey, why? Not why. I said, what is your rent right now, and what was your rent when you first signed up? She said when she first signed up, her rent was $600 a month. Today, she's paying $1,300 a month. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let me say that again. 15, 16 years ago, she was paying $600 a month. Now it's $1,300. See how much inflation has gone by? Okay, doesn't matter if the market is up, like people say it is, or if the market is down. Inflation is going to constantly go up, and that means, just by definition, rentals are going to keep going up and up and up. Okay, and as more people lose their homes, the demand for rentals are going to increase, which now we have two ingredients that are going to increase the rental price, guys. All right, guys, before I forget, what I want you to do is click the like button, share this message to people, because great opportunities upon us for people that are willing to educate and put stuff into their mind and take action. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think the market is going to go up? Do you think the market is going to go down? And last but not least, guys, we're having a 50% flash sale, okay, at MrNoFluff.com. Click on the courses. There's There's a hyperlink up there, say course. Click on it, and you're gonna see majority of my products are, I'm just slashing them because our 11,000 subscribers. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. There's only few more days, so go on, Mr. No Fluff, and download the courses so you could take action if you want to be a real estate investor or if you want to be a successful real estate agent. Because I have all kinds of stuff from, cold calling for profits to owner financing for profits courses. I have my ninja phone script. I have my amazing direct mail copyright, which converts. I have my amazing follow-up funnel series that when people come in, you're constantly sending them emails. They're professionally written that convert. And you guys, if you want to just, for example, get the funnel and have a professional copywriter, forget the professional, just a okay copywriter, it'll cost you like $1,500 because you have a year's worth of follow-up emails that know how to convert. Now, that copywriter, the problem is they don't know anything about real estate, nor do they are probably good at sales writing. They're just good at writing. Well, you need more than writer. You need a sales writer, and they need someone to watch over them to help them realize that all the different aspects about real estate. And that's what you're getting with my email follow-up series at mrnofluff.com. You're getting a professional copywriter. You're getting a copywriter that knows how to write sales copy that converts. And then you had me showing them all the different niches and all the pressure points where people want, so they will respond to you. And right now, guys, you can get it for just, I can't remember, like $100. You have a year's worth of follow, or maybe $200. I can't remember. Go check it out at mrnofluff.com. I got a lot of my advanced courses. They're no fluff. Look at our reviews at Google or Facebook. The real deal. And I can help you be your dreams. Doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent, if you're an investor, you're an entrepreneur, you're just starting out. Definitely join my profit sharing coaching. Is where I help you cash in real estate checks. Okay, with money, without money, with credit, without credit. If you're new, if you're a pro, it doesn't matter. I help you find these motivated sellers, structure these deals, and put money into your pocket. And when I put money into your pocket, then you will be putting money into my pocket. Hence, profit sharing. Guys, thanks for watching. Hustle and bustle. Don't take no for an answer. See ya.